South Africa. But,
I know when I did a safari in Tanzania several years ago.
Yeah.
China was all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, both.
This is a monument. It's called a Sentinel. It's a monument to the 1820 settlers who were the first Europeans that settled in Port Elizabeth, this bay, and then developed the city. The South Africa, the old South Africa was founded by the Dutch in 1654. So it was only about nearly 200 years later that Port Elizabeth started. Have you been to Cape Town now?
Yes.
Did you spend some time there or
A
not?
little bit. We're going to spend
We're
more
going
time
back
on the
3
way
days
back.
back.
All right, because that's my hometown. I've got my two daughters who live there. I'm going there tomorrow. Sorry, can I just point this out to you? Excuse me. This is the Sundays River that goes, meanders up the side of the Addo Park where we're going to. We're going into those hills over there. This is up the side of the park, and I'll just point out one or two interesting things for you when we're in the park. Just remember the water skiing strip of water here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those sand dunes are natural.
Yes. Absolutely.
Turn over.
See how cute he is? Now you go. He's in shock. He's not going to move for a little while. But I want him away from the door so that somebody doesn't do something stupid. Even though I can't tell which.
Can you just hold that side there, David? Over there?
Okay,
Thank you.
there you go. Perfect.
Addo is the third largest national park in South Africa. We've got 21 parks. Kruger National. Addo is made up of 7 different sections. Those green sections all make up the Greater Addo. We left the harbour here and we took this road and we're going to go into the main section of Addo, which is this section here. So if I then turn this around, this is the main section of Addo. We're driving in through this gate here. We're going to spend the whole day crisscrossing these little loops, and we're going to go up to the north, and then we're going to go around, and we're going to come back out through the south. So you're going to get a full look at the whole big camp, all right?
Thank you so much.
During the course of this trip, we're going to have a picnic break, stop somewhere where we're hungry and we need to stretch our legs or whatever. There is a dedicated site. If that comes on, if we get there too soon, we'll have a picnic at the main camp area. There's a lookout point. We're going to get out and take a photograph there, and otherwise, all the way along the line here, we're going to try and see as many animals, and in particular elephant, that we can. Okay, that's something that we could end up seeing today. All right,
Perfect.
I'll leave that one with you. You need to, which used to happen a lot by the farmers on that Sundays River. They've got citrus orchards there, and they had them in the 1800s and the 1900s. And the elephants used to wander from this area across the river and destroy the crops, eat the oranges, make a nuisance of themselves, and the farmers used to shoot them. And they shot them, and then they also shot them for the ivory. And in 1930, I forget the exact, shooting elephants was outlawed. And the herd in Addo, in the proclaimed park area, was down to 22 elephants. Hundreds have been shot. It's now back up to 650 odd elephants. Okay.
So, is that from 1930 to today?
Yes.
600.
Yeah.
You would think to be even more.
Well, they die as well, though. I mean, you must remember that's. So, one of the problems with the Addo herd in this. He's on his own.
Yeah, I was just going to say that they are on their own when the bulls are
Steve
stay on.
gets kicked out of that family. Now
Okay.
he's a young bull now, but he's still small. He's still a teenager.
Okay.
But he gets kicked out, then he makes up a group, or like a gang of male youngsters. When they get to 25, they get sexually active. That's when they go on their own, and they spend the rest of their lives on their own as a big male bull elephant. When he feels like lady company, he goes and has a little bit of a whoopsie-doopsie, and then he's on his own again. So he doesn't hang out ever again. What I always like about this park is the fact that, number one, it's huge. He's having a little mud bath.
Fall off on it. They don't fall out on their own, do they?
They can break if they fight, or if they... Normally from fighting they'll break a tusk.
Boy, he really covered himself in that mud.
Oh, it looks beautiful, eh?
He does.
Glistening.
Yep.
At the bottom here, just there's two.
Oh, yeah.
And there's another one there, there's three. You see that? They hang around together.
Yeah.
That'll be the
And what are these called?
kudu, K-U-D-U, kudu.
You're getting the pictures right there.
This is very nice. We call it biltong. You would call it jerky, huh? The back there.
Yeah.
It's in lush. We've had some good rain here the last week. This park was very dry.
And I was going to say, has it changed?
Graceful, as big as they are.
So
Yes, I know you are. You are. I know you are, and you're off. So this is a typical little family of elephant. Just eating, eating. Oh, there's a roadblock up there. He's running the road further.
They stay with their
Oh,
mother for...
absolutely. They suckle for a long time. It takes a baby elephant, they reckon, 3 months to learn what to do with the trunk.
Oh, really?
So up until then, he's suckling because he hasn't learned to slurp. In an hour, that new little foal is up on its legs. It's running in a couple hours' time, and it has to.
That's just a teenager, the one in the back, the third
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Us, right?
Yes. Mud bath. It's got small tusks, eh?
Look at that one. That was a good one.
So you see the hairs on the tail. I don't think
Yeah.
that's real hair that you got there.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm not going to tell them.
No, it's a good story, though. We've got a Cape zebra and a Birchall zebra. Now you see they got the black and the white stripes?
Yes.
These ones here, between those stripes, you can see a brown stripe.
Yes.
Okay,
I know
that's the Birchall zebra. The Cape zebra does not have that brown stripe between the black and the white.
Now that one, the second from the last, well no, they very faint. If it has the brown stripes between them, very, very faint.
Yeah.
But these are all the virtual?
Yes, Birchall, yeah.
It is just, but it's a striped horse.
Yeah, a
I mean,
striped
it's
horse.
just
Yeah.
just amazing.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm surprised they haven't tried to.
Make David and myself feel a little bit inadequate.
Yeah, I bet.
And now, why is that out? Is he ready?
Traditional Xhosa name for a river that supplies fresh water in Port Elizabeth.
And is it taking on? Are people starting to use it?
Say that name again.
Klabaga.
Kabaga.
It's very difficult.
It will, whatever. But it's actually plastic. And that's outside of the park. Animals can come and go and move at ease. They're not restricted. There's so much food all over. There's so much.
you ever heard of a car somehow accidentally, I guess, banging into one, or?
I haven't heard of it. If it does happen, I would imagine they keep it quiet. There is a baby.
Maybe it is a baby.
There is a baby
You're
underneath the
taking
big
video,
one.
right, David?
Yeah. He's enjoying the mud here. Oh, we're just rolling around in this mud.
How cute.
I don't often take photographs anymore, but this is a special one. I'm like trying to get my phone out. They get old and it's time to go and die. Then they leave the herd.
And they just wait to see whatever.
And they carry on as long as they can until eventually they either die naturally or then the lion will take it. They're called a red hartebeest. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of them yet. Let's see if we can get a bit closer to them. See, this area's been stripped a bit by the elephants, eh? There we go. Got that, David?
Got the meat market, and they've got some other.
Just watch out for your handbags and your... It was 1968.
Yeah. No.
And this is where his nickname comes from.
Like that is a heck of an animal.
So imagine you're sitting in the car like we were today. Skirts of town. And as I said, it used to be a dairy farm. And slowly it's morphed itself into a little game reserve. And more recently, the owner has just built a few houses on either side here. So there are some folk who are living. He will grow and change color like they are.
The dirt is cooler for them.
I'm surprised. Probably got there's a giraffe. Let's try down there. Jerky. Makes very good bottom. There's a little baby there, on the right.
Yeah, that's a whole big. Yeah, that's a whole big, nice little car.
No? Look at him first. Come on up. I think for your YouTube, you could say this is a zebra crossing.
Yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, he's friendly, eh?
And he will just stay there until.
Well, let's see. Until we get a bit closer, then. There we go.
Thank you, pal.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
And And then we've got the ostrich over there, David.
Hee-haw! Hee-haw!
There's two.
Yeah, interesting. The girl is never quite as pretty.
Normally they go for the new leaves. There's another one behind the bush. There's three giraffe here.
The zebra and the... Can't quite get them both in the
So go forward a bit, David.
Sure.
Oh, those zebra and the baby is so cute. Dig up.
That's why they get their mouths closed to eat. They get it close to the food. And that's actually not it's not bending its knees. Those are the animal's ankles. So, yeah. Not here.
I didn't realize there were so many. And then there's the ostrich and the... Oh, get some of these ostriches too. Oh, look at him walking. They look so regal when they're walking
do, huh?
like that. They really, the way they...
Even when they run,
Uh-huh.
they get momentum going, and then it doesn't seem to be at a sort of frenetic pace. You know, it's just a big.
And they do 2 legs on each side at a time. They do both legs, one side at a time with both legs. That's what I've been doing.